Hello, everybody. Um, releasing, releasing love. So, I'm consistently getting emails and hearing people talk about people they love and dusty residue. Residue everywhere, and this residue, it's everywhere in our thoughts and in our heart. So releasing people. So I received an email from someone that I don't know, and they were explaining their perception about someone, about a specific person, about them loving, telling them that they love them, and then just not communicating with them at all. Now, of course, it's just a perception, and only the Father knows the truth, because he sees all. He sees in the hearts and the minds of you. But the way they were explaining things to me is, it was like they were trying to warn me about someone specific, and it didn't resonate with me, because I don't resonate with third parties' opinions, or even second party opinions. I resonate with first party opinions. So I thought about it for a bit, and I'm like, what are you fearing? Why are you telling me this? Why are you trying to tell me this about this specific person, that she is this and she is that, and she loved you and then she didn't? And first, I want to say that love doesn't disappear. Your need for love will disappear, and it will disappear in everyone, because you're outsourcing your love to them, and you're idling them in some way, and then when that disappears, you will feel neglected. Alright, well, you haven't got the Father, because you are never neglected in the Father. And so what I wanted to say about this is that love, it doesn't discriminate, and it doesn't hold. What you've got to do, if you're in this place where you're feeling like they have done something wrong, is you've got to re-examine yourself, what your beliefs are and what you think to be true in love. Because the Father's love is so free that if I was to say, oh, you stopped talking to me, or you stopped loving me the way that you said you loved me, if I was to say that, all right, Father, what Alright, this is the hard part. He's always there. It's his love that's always there. He can't stop loving you. She can't stop loving you. Okay? It may seem like, from your perception of how you're receiving whatever ideology, dogmatic view you have on love, from what you've been taught, it may seem like they stop loving you, but they truly have set you free. So be free. We are all in this same position. Be free. Don't be ashamed or in guilt or doubt or any of those things of the enemy. Be free. If someone or anybody stops talking to me, after they've told me that they love me. I'm not going to hold an account of what they've told me. Instead, I'm going to be in the present moment and I'm going to say, Father, what love is this? What love is this? And the Father will tell me it is love. If we were all still connected to the view of love that we think and feel and perceive to be true, which is not true, the true love and the true freedom, then we're all going to be holding an account in some fashion on why someone isn't in our life right now, or why someone isn't talking to us right now. But the Father's love, he says, I'm still in them, right there where they are. So let me still be in you, right there where you are. And allow the freedom, the true freedom. And then don't judge between that. Don't, we want to express ourselves. Cool. We can express ourselves. Be careful and mindful of how we express ourselves to others, because you may stumble them into a perception on that person when truly they were only showing you love and the true freedom of love. And if I don't acquire that from someone else, that love in this freedom that it is in, if I don't acquire that from someone else, I shouldn't judge them, even if my standards or my thoughts or the way I perceive to love to be true doesn't match. And then if I was to talk about that love in such a sense to others, I could actually stumble them off the path, the narrow road, the way of what true love is and true freedom is. I hope that you're picking up what I'm putting down, because don't send me emails or messages talking about someone else, because all I do is examine you. And as I examine you, I examine your perception. And then I get a better reading of who you are. And then I will ask Father, what can I do here? And sometimes Father says, let them be free. And I'm like, okay, because I don't have a judgment on you or them. I don't have a judgment. And then sometimes Father will say, speak. Say something upon this. Say something about this. Gather the truth of the true understanding of my unconditional love. If you feel like you're without something and someone has done you wrong and they've said that they loved you and then they don't speak to you no more, that separation that they've acquired in their journey is actually true love. They have released you into freedom. You have held an account on yourself of what your perception of love is. And so therefore now you're holding yourself, and you need to express that to other people. You need to express this. That ain't love. You can express this. You can express this. But it ain't love holding yourself on an account and then not understanding someone else's perception or someone else's love of freedom that they have within you. And we can all do this. I can say that I love you, and then I can gather from the Father how to love you. And you will say, well, you haven't talked to me for 6 months. That's not love. Well, I can say, Father, is that love? And he says, yeah, I told you not to talk to them for 6 months. He will always express his now, his is, his now, the present moment. And you might perceive that to be not love, but the freedom and the unconditional part of the Father says that is love. If I feel that I'm imposing on you and my love is imposing on you, and you are starting to project and perceive love to be something that's obtainable, that's captured, that's limited, boxed, whatever, then you're in the wrong place. If I start to perceive that and the Father wants to free that up, then he will have us all loving each other from afar and not having communication with each other. So go within yourself. If you feel this person said they loved you and then acted from your perception that they don't, go within yourself and see the Father's unconditional love. They may have released you and you don't even know it. They may have released you in its complete, unconditional, immeasurable, inconceivable form of the Father's love, and you don't know it. So if you have a problem with them, and I'm speaking specifically to this email, if you have a problem with them, then go within and find what it is that you have that problem with, and then release it to the Father. Release it. Don't claim to know what love is if we're all searching, and if we're all starting to understand that it is eternal and something that is not obtainable. You know, keep growing in it. Yeah, keep following it. Keep moving towards it. But don't try and encapsulate it and say, oh, they said they loved me and then they stopped talking to me. That freedom could be very much the Father in you saying, there's a purpose for that. Now be free. Now understand my ways. Understand my freedom. So, brother, step back. Don't project your perceptions on this sister that you loved and that said that they loved you. Don't project your carnal, physical projection. Cool, be free and open yourself to me. I will only tell you this same thing. Love is love. And be free with that. I love you, and I don't even know you. But I love you. And I understand that the Father has you, and he has all of us in these positions. But don't project it onto someone in order to discredit or to judge. I'm not going to judge another person from your view. I'll go straight to the first person. I will create and gather my own view from them, my own truth from them. You don't need to project that onto me. So I just ask that the Father bestows his Spirit and his peace and his unconditional love in this circumstance, and that you truly gather the freedom of what actually has occurred and is occurring. And if it matters so much that that person matters to you so much, then I ask the Father to matter more, to gather more within you. And so that's it. That's my video today. So don't don't come at me with perceptions and projections of other people. As far as I'm concerned, what is right now, where you are and where I am and where they are, everybody are in perfect placement. There ain't no need to discover anymore or to, uh, you know, get confused with anymore. So everybody's in their perfect placement, and you need to learn what this love, where your placement is free. You need to learn the Father's unconditional love. I need to learn the Father's unconditional love, and they need to learn the Father's unconditional love. And where it is right now is where it is perfectly placed. If I start to communicate with other people that, oh no, I disagree with that, the way they loved me, they said they loved me, and then now they don't. We need to reevaluate our neediness, our projection and perception on what love is, because it's wrong. And I will reevaluate that today. So you have a lovely day, and may the Father and the Christ Spirit of truth be in and around you so that you can understand these things, and you can come to these things on your own without having to project these things out before they've been filtered through the Father. And you can project them after they've been filtered through the attributes of the Father, love. And then we will see. But I love you guys, and have a great day.